Stuccoing a wall, how do you do that? In this episode, I'm going to stucco a wall myself and show you step by step how I did it. After watching the entire video, I'm confident that you'll also be able to stucco a wall yourself. To stucco a wall, you need some basic skills. Before you continue watching, I want to make it clear that I'm not a professional plasterer, and a plasterer is much faster than I am. But precisely because I'm not a plasterer, I want to show you that it's possible to achieve smooth walls with a few steps and save some money in the process. And I want to share those steps with you today. Before I stucco the walls, I first primed them with Betokontakt. My surface is made of a non-absorbent stone-like material. Betocontact forms a bonding bridge between the surface and the plaster to be applied. Although the wall already has a slight texture, it's highly advisable to prime it first. Since these tips are made in the Netherlands, it's challenging to say which exact type you need in your country. I'm using a product from the Knauf brand here. Let me know in the comments from which country you're watching this video. I'm applying this corner strip to this corner because the angle is quite shallow. I'm aligning it with a spirit level. For a regular corner, I use a corner strip designed for a 90-degree angle. I secure these corner strips with plaster so they can set. And here, I'm using a flexible corner strip. You can easily find these in any store. I apply the plaster layer. Keep in mind, you don't need to make it perfectly smooth right away. If you apply it too thinly, you'll hear it scraping against the red primer. In that case, make sure to apply a bit more. If you're enjoying these tips, please give me a thumbs up. Occasionally, I skip small sections and use a smaller trowel to fill them in. I've placed some screws in areas that need to remain open, and all the holes are in their proper places. So I prefer to stucco around them rather than having to drill everything again. I use a large plastering trowel to make the wall as smooth as possible, and then I let that layer dry a bit. If you want to receive more helpful tips for doing your own painting work and saving money, subscribe to my YouTube channel right away. I wet the layer with a slightly harder brush to soften the top coat. When you've applied the first coat, you'll still see small scratches on the surface. You can wet these scratches again for the second time, and then you'll smooth them out once more with the trowel. The second time you wet it, you don't need to create a texture with the brush. You're only wetting it to finish it smoothly afterward. My wall is completely dry after a few days of drying. Afterward, I sanded the wall completely smooth. You can now apply the primer. Look for a primer labeled Primer for Porous Surfaces, and you'll be on the right track. I apply the primer with a flat brush. Of course, you can also use a wider paintbrush if your surface is larger. Once the primer is dry, you can start painting or wallpapering the wall. If you want to learn how to do that as well, let me know in the comments. I'll make a video on how to achieve a beautiful and smooth result, including the sequence and some useful tips. Your wall may extend from ceiling to the baseboard. You can mask off the baseboards with tape. But if you want to learn how to quickly and beautifully paint the baseboards, check out the video that appears in the middle. I'll teach you fantastic tips on how to do it quickly with a great end result. Subscribe to my channel now so you don't make any mistakes while painting, and I'll see you in the next video.